watching Random Access, and I am Jennylyn Gleave, your host. And tonight, I have the privilege of interviewing the loud, inappropriate moms. Where the hell were you guys when I was here? Your kids' age. Welcome to Random Access.
Thank
you. Thank you.
So, can I just go around real quickly and have you tell us your names?
Sure. Hi, I'm Amanda.
I'm Kat.
I'm Liz.
Jaquelynn.
Jaquelynn. How did you guys start this group?
Well,
That's all
She's
the loudest and most inappropriate.
Tis true. So I would say like a little over a year ago, I moved to the area because of a job I got at Netflix. Didn't know anybody in the immediate area. I had like one friend in Oakland. But, you know, I tried to join other mom groups and tried to get to like other get-togethers, and I just wasn't feeling like I was like getting anything that stuck. And so I kind of completely shamelessly posted a classified ad for myself. Like one of the moms groups.
It wasn't that bad.
And I was like, so I'm a little nerdy and I'm loud and like really inappropriate. I'm not a Pinterest mom. I'm not a mom that understands or knows like the benchmarks for my children. I love them very much, but I'm very lonely, so please be my friend. And I was like half expecting to get crickets and, you know, just, you know, people being like, who's this sad person? But it was a ton of response, and it was really amazing. I apparently like struck a chord with, you know, the people I was looking for specifically. And somebody said, you need to start your own spin-off group. And so I was like typing in the details, like do Facebook, Facebooking, and I didn't know what to call it. And one of the other moms said, well, you said you were loud and inappropriate, just call it the Loud and Inappropriate Moms of Mountain View group.
So wait, you got many responses. Did you screen and select some, or all those people part of the group?
You had some questions. You had some questions, interview questions.
Well, so at that
Superpowers, that was important.
This came later, but yes, this is very important to know what superpower you would like to have, if you could have one. This is something I've been asking since I was like 18 years old, and I think it tells a lot about a person. But when I first started the group, anybody that had commented on the thread, I just added to the group.
Okay.
Yeah, so it initially was something like, 50 people, because I went and literally added like all of the 200, but some of them were like, just kidding. I just wanted to be supportive.
So how many members are in the group now?
Now it's like 210.
Holy cow, this is really cool.
But I would say like active, like really active, and people we've hung out with, I would say is probably what, 30?
30 to 40.
30 to 40 is about that, yeah.
What have you learned from that experience?
Running a Facebook group?
No,
or?
just the way
Recruiting friends. What if you learned about screening for your friends?
That I should have been.
How would you do it different?
No.
A panel interview next time.
What have I learned from that experience? Well, I mean, that social media is amazing, I guess. That, sometimes when you put yourself out there, you get the same energy back. And I've been grateful to be connected with so many really great, awesome moms. And even in light of Facebook drama, we all somehow end up being like introspective and make light of a situation. So it's been a great experience, I think.
So how has it benefited you?
Hugely. So we moved here probably not that long before you. So I've been here for almost 2 years now. And making friends as an adult is incredibly difficult, but it's even more difficult as soon as you become a mom. Like I don't know what it is, but it's like you put in this little box, and it's really, really hard to get out of, because everyone has opinions. Everyone is very strongly supportive of their own opinions, and it's really hard to find people who are just pretending to be regular people, like actual individuals, you know, like I'm great. I have children, but I'm also a human, and I'm also fun. I like to go out. I like to do these. I have so many other things that are interesting about me, other than the fact that I had babies, you know, and so I think that what's really hard, what was the best thing about when Kat had that post is that my best friend also lives here, and we were both from DC and before that the Netherlands. So we've lived back to back together for 8 years. And so we were here, and I remember I was walking my dog, and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I remember I text Pam and I was like, did you see this woman's post in the Facebook group? And she's like, I did see it. And I was like, did you join it? And she's like, yes, I did. And I mean, so within like hours, we'd both like jumped on this post and we're like, thank God, someone he's branching out and is not afraid to be judged. Really, that's what it was. Because in those big mum groups, it's like, you can't represent who you are because everyone's just going to be immediately like jumping on you. So really, it's just basically like a Yelp group or something like. It's like where do I go for the dentist? Where do I go to eat this? Like people aren't who they are, you know, in those groups. It's very like surface level, and so it was so refreshing to see Kat's post and just like, oh my God, an actual human being. And we jumped on it, and it went from there. It was amazing.
Yep.
And you, same question.
Yeah, so I've lived here my whole life, and so is my husband, but that means that all of our family's here, and so we have found ourselves, since having kids, you know, almost 9 years ago, we are bogged down with family stuff all the time, and it's a blessing and a curse. It's great because we get to see everybody all the time, and we have events and holidays and birthdays and all these things, but we have no time to make friends, and we've been feeling so isolated for the last several years. And you know, seeing moms that like pick up and drop off at school like isn't the same, and it's all very superficial and very, you know, and I don't do superficial. I need deep, I need gritty, I need dirty, like I need that substance in a friendship. And so like the superficial, like perfect Pinterest mom thing is like not who I am and not what I resonate with. And seeing Kat's post, I was like, oh my God, I'm not alone. Like, there are other moms out there who are like me and we're lonely and we need somebody. And I was like, yes. And it just so happens we live like around the corner from each other.
Oh,
that.
when we found that out, we were like, holy moly.
Our daughters are the same age. And like, so it's been great because when we do play dates, like we just walk over.
That's
and
nice.
it's so nice having someone not only in Mountain View, but like in your actual neighborhood that is on the same wavelength. You know, like you have a lot of similar interests and a lot of similar ideas. And
Renaissance Festival.
yeah, so many things. Like it's been so great. It's been so great. It's been such a wonderful experience. Finally having mom friends that I like really love and like want to spend
Have a great time with.
Yeah, and the kids all get along great. And
Oh yeah, that's so great. It's like they like watch each other, kind of. Not really.
That's our way of saying that we're not watching it.
Oh yeah, we're busy. We're busy, and they go play, and it's cool.
This is great. And you?
So born and raised here in Mountain View, and you know, I can't really add that much more. But for me, divorced, living back at home, I felt very isolated, like and felt very. I'm the single mom, and I'm you know, didn't fit in with all the moms, and just trying to make friends. And oh my God, the I've never felt more nervous going to meet up with moms. Like it's taken me 2 hours to get ready to go out with moms, as like worse than a first date. Like it's like, you know, I want her to like me. I want her to like me. Like, you know, but I felt so seen and heard, and when I can just vent, like what we were doing earlier, like, oh my God, my child, like what happened to her? She used to be a nice.
She just turned 4.
And now she's, you know, and not feeling like, just again, not feeling alone, because I felt very alone, very isolated. There's nobody out there like me. I my schedule is so weird, and like I said, single mom and everything. And I'm like, I'm never gonna have friends again my age, or and especially moms. So it's been my only outlet, really, in a social way that's not connected to work or anything like that. And it's actually been a savior. It's been really life-saving for me to have this group.
I'm listening to you.
Did we mention she's a rock star?
Oh yeah, she is a rock
A
star.
rock star?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
She's
when
a
you
legit
come on-
rock star.
Okay, we have to talk about that.
Yes.
Yes, when I was a mom, I wish I had a group like this, because I'm different. And when you're different, it's very difficult to be you and fit in with people, and you find yourself very alone. But I love that you guys are embracing this, because we're all different. So what is the one thing, because we're almost out of time, we've had such a short window of time, that you would say is the greatest about having this support for each of you?
That we're all able to like go out and have a good time with each other. That whether it's with the kids or without the kids, like we find a way to just keep a tap on it, and it's very important for all of us to kind of like water those friendship flowers. And it's like
cute.
that we're invested in it, that we have each other's backs, and that we all believe in being good friends and making sure we're all having fun, and not that we're measuring who's on top, which very much is how everybody else has also communicated that it feels with other moms. And that's unfortunate, but it comes from a place of insecurity, and I understand.
Yeah.
Everybody has reasons why they are the way they are, but it's very nice and refreshing that we believe in friendship and love, and I don't know.
It's great that she has a support system like you guys,
Yeah,
because
very
I
much.
was a divorced mom, and I know what that feels like. Are you all married except her?
I'm married, yeah.
She's engaged.
I'm engaged. I am
There you go.
engaged.
Oh, no. Oh,
I'm engaged.
You have a man's.
Yeah, excited.
But yeah, it's and I have help. I have a great family that helps me, but it's still finding your tribe and finding the people that still like get you and know what it's like to slog away all day, and you can tell someone, everybody else will tell you like, oh, it's fine, it's great, don't worry about it, it's going to be fine. But they can actually be like, yeah, sucks. And it's the worst.
We are down to 1 minute. What do you want to leave with the viewers before we wrap?
Find your own kind of weird.
Yes.
Find your people.
Find your people.
They're out there.
That is always my advice to anyone who is pregnant, especially with their first kid. And they're like, well, what should I know? And I say, you have to find someone. You have to find a group of people. And it might take a while to find that. You can find it a lot of the times online, right? Like we did. And if it turns out to be local, that's great, but you have to find people. Like, you have to find people that you can talk to, that you can vent to, that support you. I mean, my sister passed away, and I hadn't even met half of the group, and this was like 10 weeks ago, and people sent me food in the hospital in Florida. Like, I got Uber Eats sent to me in the hospital, and that's amazing. And I'm like, I don't even know these people. And, the support is real, and it's there, and you just have to find it. So...
Ladies, thank you so much for sharing this. I'm so excited that people are doing things like this, supporting each other, finding what you have in common. And if you're watching this show and you're in a neighborhood where you're feeling alone, put an ad out there for loud, crazy, freaky moms. And get a group like this started. Thank you so much for sharing this.
It's a different group, right?
You're
Thank you so
coming on
much.
my show next.
Yes,
Awesome.
absolutely. Freaky moms, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It'll be next level.
Something different. Yeah, freaky.